The energy transition is a process of decarbonising to meet climate goals. The world is warming up, and one of the reasons behind that is greenhouse gas emissions that are being emitted into the atmosphere are causing those temperature increases. And given that 2/3 of those greenhouse gas emissions come from the transportation and power sectors, we're likely to see significant movement in terms of technology that's applied into those two sectors. That in effect means using electric vehicles instead of internal combustion engine vehicles or other zero greenhouse gas emission vehicles, and using renewable sources of energy in the power markets. There could be many potential opportunities for both equity and commodity investors embracing the change. This is a megatrend that could propel new technologies and commodities for decades to come.
There is an abundance of exciting developments happening in the energy transition space. Consider aviation as an example, the decarbonization of which has been challenging historically. But today, a host of solutions are emerging. We have sustainable jet fuel made out of bio-waste, and this can help decarbonize planes immediately. We have green hydrogen, which could be a fuel for the future for large commercial aircraft. And we have batteries which are powering smaller short distance planes. So the energy transition is not about replacing one fuel source with another, but about creating an entire ecosystem of technologies which will not only tackle climate change, but also change the way we live.
The Paris Agreement, a legally binding international treaty to limit temperature increases to just 1.5 degrees above pre-industrialized levels, is the centerpiece of policy goals today. However, the sum of all policies in place today will never get us close to that goal unless we have significant change. We believe we're in a watershed moment right now with the Inflation Reduction Act and Repower EU helping to plug the gap. In fact, we believe we may be in a green arms race at the moment, with many other countries seeking to compete against the EU and the US in this regard. In order to limit temperature increases to just 1.5 degrees above pre-industrialized levels, not only do we have to reduce greenhouse gas production down to zero, but remove greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. The second part requires much more expensive technologies, but we need the financial incentives to be able to adopt those technologies. And that's where carbon markets become very important. Carbon pricing through emissions trading systems raises the cost of business as usual and provides the incentive for companies to invest in that technology. Therefore, it's very important for our decarbonisation path.
When it comes to building an exposure in the energy transition space, the first step is to identify which part of the energy transition you're interested in. Is it renewable energy? Is it batteries, automobiles, recycling? Once that is done, the key is to build an exposure which is representative of the value chain in that domain. Now, our approach to thematic strategies is to partner with industry experts with specialist knowledge in those domains. This is as important in the energy transition space as any other megatrend, whether you're investing in commodities or equities, because the space is evolving very quickly. And our aim at WisdomTree is to give investors strategies which look ahead and learn and adapt as the space evolves.